Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video I will be teaching you how to play Chopin's Nocturne Opus 48 number 1. This is a request from one of my patrons, so thank you very much Zach for sponsoring this video. The first thing that you should know is the C minor scale, and it's like this. From that scale he's going to pick the 5th degree, the G, and the 6th degree, and that's the melody that we have up here. Rest, rest. The piece is in 4, so we could count it 1, 2, 3, 4, and okay. Now to harmonize the melody we have the G, and if you look at the first chord from the scale we have a C minor and G is part of it. So he's going to use kind of these notes in a different way. So he's going to put another G here, and then he's going to get rid of the C but play on the bass. So he played this, but before that the bass note C, and then this. You got your left hand there. So you do this and go up here. Now for the next A flat we have this, and if you think on the chord A flat major, that's the 6th degree, and what he does, he flip the chord, do the same procedure, get rid of C, put it on the bass, and then double up the A flat. So he does this on the left hand now, A flat major. So when we start, we play, and we have covered the first measure. In this first part we're going to play lento, which is slow, and it says with an accent of and painful. So somehow, I don't know how you want to play this, but it has to have a little bit of pain in it. So, and later on the same melody is going to come up in different ways, so think a little bit about that. So let's play it now. Okay, so we did the first chord to the 6th chord from the C minor scale, harmonic minor. Now next step will be the melody for the next measure. Let's do up to there, and notice that the G to D, all of those notes that pertain to the same scale that I discussed at the beginning. So the G and the D is telling you the chord that he's going to use, and what he does is going to the 5th chord, which is the G7, and then he flipped the chord all the way down here, and he actually is going to play from that chord these notes. And the bass, the B that is missing, this note, he plays it on the bass again. So these are the actual notes, B and the chord. So he does the G, so he does this. It's important that you feel that G against the pulse. So we have the 1 and, right? A little bit emphasized. It feels like a syncopated rhythm, but really we're playing on the and. So 1 and. Now I show you that these are all minor notes, C minor notes. So he's gonna put the C on the bass there and punch a C minor chord now with the C in it. Before we play it like this, now he's adding it all the way. So we have the whole line now. And that D is gonna match. So it's left hand, right, left, right, left hand, match here the D, and we get here. That's it. It's important, there are 2 notes that are longer, so the G is longer, so we're gonna kind of bring it out and bring this one a little bit too. Piano now, increase the volume and get to the C. Now this A flat relates to the A flat major chord that we discussed at the beginning, so don't be afraid to play that C with more color, louder, because we went from C minor here, more volume, and we get there to the C, a major. So let's play all the way up to there. get to the A flat. Now it's true that sometimes I don't like to just play here. I like to start inside and do this, a little bit of that. Don't have to exaggerate, because I don't want you to think, oh, I have to do every time like this. Sometimes it's too much, so you could minimize it a little bit. Like this is not noticeable, but I'm doing it. And then articulate sometimes, depending, and do a mixture that I hope eventually comes naturally and you don't have to think. From here we can summarize the progression. We start on C minor to A flat, G7, C minor. Now we're gonna go to A flat, D minor 7 flat 5 to G7. So the whole first line is gonna end up on C minor like we started on. So now we have the melody again, C. We have those notes. So if we start from before, okay, now because we have a C here again, we'll use the same chord. We could use C minor, but he did this. He used still the same chord. The only thing is gonna flip it. So you're gonna play the A flat here, and with the bass. So now he's gonna use a different chord. When you go to the F, you're gonna go to the second degree. This tension chord, which is a D minor 7 flat 5. So think on the D, F, and C, D, F, C. He brought up right here, and the C up here on the melody. Now he punched the bass F, and that's it. The whole measure now. Now we're coming back to the G, G7, which we played before. So G7, remember, 5th degree. He does the G there. Now here, the harmonic minor was like this. But now we're gonna do a natural minor. That's the melodic, and this is the natural minor. That's what he does. Okay? All natural minor scale. So G, and it has a little grace note there, so, and you could end it lighter there, maybe. The long notes should ring more. So in this case, when I do G, some long notes should ring more. So when I do the G, I give it to it, and the short notes not so much. So let's play this first line from the beginning. So a little bit more now. Bass G7. Get into C, A flat, G7 now, and dying there. So we covered the first line. If you want to, you could practice left hand by itself like this. I don't think it's not a challenge physically to play it. It's just trying to be musical. A flat, C minor. Maybe it doesn't come up in the video, but here I'm playing octaves C minor. Both notes there. Okay, so we discussed the melody line, we discussed the background here, and we discussed the bass. Let's continue now. Now, the next part is like this. can see here that from C minor, we were right here. Now we're changing the color, so here we could open up more. We're gonna use the scale that is the relative, the major. This is the E flat major scale, and the one chord is C flat. So he start on the bass here. See, from this chord, G, it's not only related to C minor but also to E flat major there. So that's why he's gonna use the same melody, but now with different chords, because he decided to use a different scale. So to harmonize the G, he does the inversion from this. Let's put the other E flat here. If you flip it, there he gets to the inversion that he used for this. So you have this, but on the left hand you have the E flat also. Okay, now that's the third degree of the scale, and if you go to the fourth degree, you have the F minor, and we could add the seventh to it. So the A flat is the melody, and the chord he brought it down here, got rid of the A flat, and that's the bass from here. So again, E flat, we change from the this to. So it's important when you come from before, finish up C minor, and now new color, E flat. And you can see here the B flat 7 chord. This chord that comes from the E flat scale, he's gonna do it now. So he played the A flat, B flat, he bring it down here, and the chord in the middle. Same procedure as before. You just open up, put in a bass note, and doing some inversions in the middle and the melody. So when you do here, after the A flat right here, and we got up to there, you have a walking bass line there, and I like to give an accent of painful here. I don't want to be too light. Okay, let's play up to there. And now here, we're gonna use kind of the same note, but with this little ornament. So you have to think, kind of lift a little bit to do it. You could add a little bit of rotation here to get it. But really you think on the last E. That E. If we take it off, the ornament would be this. Now, very close to the keys. Okay, let's play it from E flat. So here, we're gonna add the D, and you see here, this comes from C, so from G minor chord. So we're gonna get to D, we're gonna run this, we get to a D7, and we will finish up here, tranquilo there. So the G, the B flat and D matches, and here it matches. So now we have the two lines. Let's play all the way through. Tension, increase the volume, and release now. Piano at this hand. We change now. More. Thanks again. I hope this video was helpful, and if you enjoyed, subscribe. Also, thank you very much and all my supporters from Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee.